Transmisión en directo. Okay, it's working. So I don't know if the camera is in the right
position?
Level, in the right position. Let me see. Probably this is
Instagram.
Going to be better. Let me see.
Instagram.
Instagram is going to start also right now.
Okay. Hello.
And here we start. 3, 2, 1. And we are live streaming also on Instagram.
Hello, everybody.
That's it. Say hello to Ludmila.
Hello.
She's there. So I'm gonna just let everyone know. It takes like
2 minutes.
Not 2 minutes. 20 seconds. I have to click enter and send the email to everyone to tell we're live, and that's it. And I'm going to be back. So Ludmila is going to tell you a joke in between.
No joke. I'm not good to sing some jokes, but if you are here first time, you can write Buongiorno, Robert. You are here the first time, you can write in our YouTube channel if you have a question. In Instagram it's not possible. We have back camera.
Move to the right because people don't see you.
Okay. I'm sorry. And if you want to write some question, just in YouTube channel, yes. And today we make small ochos. And we start repeating small ochos, yes.
Yes, very good. And here I am. Buongiorno, hello, Robert. Nice to see you here again. So, guys, we're going to start with today's topic. Today's topic is because Tangera wrote us an email asking us to explain a movement or figure that she wanted to learn. So she wanted us to analyze this movement in order to understand better how it works. And this is repeating small ochos. So she sent me a video of a couple dancing and asked me if we could analyze this and tell how it works. But before we start, some news. We are going to start recording now the third part of our improvisation course, Infinity Vector. We started with this course, I think, last year. We published the first part, then we published the second part I don't know if at the beginning of this year we published the second part.
No.
Yes. I think it was the beginning of this year because I was in Chile at that time. And now we're about to record the third part of the improvisation course, Infinity Vector. So it's going to be available, I think, in probably 2 weeks. It's going to be available. We are going to let you all know through email when the third part is already online available. So, and now let's directly start with the topic. The topic is going to be repeating small ochos. On the video that I saw from this Tangera that sent me this video, the ochos that were repeating were the backward ochos, but we want to tell you how both of them work, not only the backward ochos, but also repeating the forward ochos. A very tiny movement. So we're going to show you how it looks like immediately so you have an idea. When you do the backward ochos, this is how the backward ochos, and what we're going to be working on today is like this movement to the other side, now forward ochos, and we have this movement, and then we have this movement too. Things that it's a kind of very simple figure, but not everyone knows how to read it or how to understand it. So we're going to tell you our point of view of it and our analysis, how we work on it, right? So the first thing is understanding very, very basic thing that repeating these ochos is in double time. That's it. Very simple, double time. So the first thing that we need is increasing I don't want to say the speed, but it's like increasing the pressure. Because as I told you last time, the last live streaming, So, for the last live streaming, I told you about the double timing in milonga and how we transmit this double timing, because actually she needs to feel something in order to understand that I want a higher speed. And for me, this is increasing the pressure. So I need more pressure. Because if she has this kind of pressure for something, then if I increase the pressure, she's going to identify that I want a higher speed. So it's not about increasing really the speed, it's increasing the pressure. The leading is increasing the pressure. So what we're going to do here is we are going to cut the movement. Let's start with backward arches. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the movement here so that the woman repeats this ocho. How works the leading for me? I do it through increasing the pressure and also lifting a little bit with the right hand. So it's more pressure to her, lifting and pushing in the other direction. So with this hand. My left hand is also quite strong there. I don't give her much freedom. I set very clear limits. So again, increase the pressure, lift with the right hand, and set very clear limits with the left hand. This is for the plan. Lifting always with the right hand, not with the left. So, ochos, and when I want to do this, I will lift. And when you see that there, I will show you from this point of view. It's going to be lifting with the right hand. Take a look. 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if it's possible to see through the camera, but I am actually pressing more and I'm lifting. When you lift, I recommend you also to use this part of your hand, not the fingers or the whole hand. It's more this part because she needs to feel it. It's not really about lifting because I am not really lifting her, not here. What we perform when we do lifting figures, but in this case I'm not really lifting, but I make her feel like going up because I'm using this part of the hand to increase the pressure and go up. It's like doing this. Now, of course, you're not going to see it probably that I'm doing this because I'm doing it directly to her body. So it's not my goal that you see that. My goal is that she feels it, right? So this is what I do for increasing the speed for this ocho. I do 1, 2, 3. Another thing, also important, I follow the movement of her back with my hand too, but I don't allow her to turn too much because she needs to understand that I want to cut the movement, right? So don't let her pivot too much. As I told you, set clear limits with your left hand, but also clear limits with the right hand. So I don't let her pivot more than this. I want her to feel the limit of the pivot. And this is a clear signal so that she is not wondering what I want, but she is clear with my intention, right? So now, the same happens then to the other side. Take a look. I do here. 1, 2, 3, and the same to the other side. 1, 2, 3. There's always one side that works better than the other. Remember this because ochos forward and backward, they don't have the same nature. They work in a different way. Every of these ochos. Think of it. Our embrace in tango is not a symmetric embrace. It's asymmetric because she goes up here, I go down, so it's closed. Here I have this position, the woman has this other position, and we kind of, let's say, we're not wrapping or embracing, we're actually going against each other. So the tango embrace is completely irregular, we can say. So the ochos, they are also irregular. For this reason, when you do this backward ocho is easier than this other backward ocho. For this reason, beginners, they do this, and then they turn the woman like this. And they turn the woman like this, but mostly on this side, because it's difficult to make her make the ocho. The same with the ochos forward. Ochos forward. When we do ochos forward, this ocho now it's kind of easy, but the other one is not easy, and men do this to make the woman turn. So there is a much longer explanation about why it happens and which side is easier than the other and how to solve this problem and so on. But today we want to focus on repeating these small ochos. So remember the leading concept. Increasing the pressure, lifting and setting limits. That's it. Now, we're going to tell also some important things for the forward, for the woman, because the question is, what do you have to do first? Do you do the step, you change the weight, you pivot, in which order, how it happens? But before that, remember to subscribe to this channel and also to join our free email list where we let you know every time that we do these live streamings, mostly twice a week. The opt-in page is UniversiTango.com. It's a very simple page. You go there, you enter your email, click on enter, and you're in. And it's for free. And we send you also the class reviews that we publish every week, like 2 or 3 class reviews, plus 1 or 2 live streamings every week. And it's for free. And we have also the Telegram channel, which is also for free. You will find it in Telegram as UniversiTango, and you click on join channel, and you're in, and it's also for free. And if you want even more, we have our premium community that we teach every week, with musicality trainings, with level up routines, which we are creating now, where we show you how to practice and how to apply everything when you learn, because
small sequences, not
very
complicated.
Exactly, not difficult sequences, but kind of simple sequences, and how to practice them in order to achieve results, because it's full of lessons, workshops, everything out there, but there's no one telling you how to practice it so that you get results. So you have your head full of information but no practice. So we show you how we work on it to get results. This is the practicing method that we use. All right, so it's what we do for achieving results. So we give you the whole method, how to do it. You just click on play, follow it step by step, and watch the results coming. This is our premium community. You're going to find it in TANGOEXPERT.com. TANGOEXPERT.com. You get 14-day free trial, and you can try all of this for free. You're going to find all links down in the description of the video. Now, let's continue. For the woman, how does it work? What happens first? What happens next? And when? And how? And so on. First, we know base is that we have the backward ocho. You know already backward. Now, the order of the elements. Think of it. We have a step, we have a transfer of weight, and we have a pivot. What happens first and what happens after, and in which speed? First, we have the step, number 1. Number 2, the pivot. Number 3, transferring the weight. Then you pivot again, and then you do the next step. In this order: the step, the pivot, transfer the weight, pivot again, step again, and in this order. Okay, so please don't change the weight before you pivot. You pivot first, you change the weight after. That's how it works. And after you transfer the weight, then you do the next pivot and the next step. In this order. This is right or
I think so, yes.
most respect. So we do 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and the step at the same time I'm pivoting, but the step is this first. Step, pivot, change.
Exactly.
Pivot, step. Yes.
Step in this order. Step, pivot, change, pivot, step. And it's going to be exactly the same backward and forward.
Exactly.
It's going to be exactly the same. Now, for leaders, pushing or pulling, where is the limit? Because I told you set clear limits. How does it work? Well, it depends on which side you're using. For example, we're still talking about backward motion. Here, what is happening in the moment when I want to stop? Where is the woman turning? To the left or to the right? Where is she turning or rotating? She is turning actually to the left. What happens in this moment? If her whole body turns to the left, what do I have to do in order to set a limit with the left hand? Go exactly against her. She is turning here, so I go against, right? And this is what I do here. I set the limit here, and then keep going. Of course, increasing the pressure to make her know that we are doing a double timing, lifting also with the right hand. So use everything what we did before. But now we're clarifying what do we have to do actually with the left hand, right? So pushing or pulling. Where's the limit? Because there are two limits. The limit is, it's let's say here, or the limit is here. There's no other option in this case. This is not an option. This is not an option. The limit is either there or here, and that's it. So when I am leading this figure to the right, I used to give the limit on the front. Again, Ocho, I give the limit on the front because this is the direction where she's turning to. So here's where I give the limit, and then we finish. When we go to the other side, which is my left side, it's exactly the opposite. Where do I give the limit? I give the limit here on the back. Now, pay attention to this because when you give the limit on the front, it's quite easy to expect a reaction from her side. Because if you push, she's going to push. Now, if you pull, could happen this, right? So don't trust that much on the pulling action to give her the limit because she's going to probably give you the full arm.
Yeah.
So what do? I pull very short and with high intensity, and then I do nothing else. Nothing else. Because remember, this is just a signal, it's not a mechanical leading. So I want her to understand the limit, but I don't want to really pull. I am using this action to show her something or to give her some information. So now in the front, now on the back. But you're going to see, probably you saw now the movement because I'm exaggerating. Now, when I dance it, you are going to see from me like this. And nothing else than this. Alright, this is what you see. Probably you don't really see what I do with the hand because if you would see that, then you would already know how to do that. And you are not watching, you would not watching this lesson. So, in order to support this signal with the right hand when I lead this Ocho to my left, I also give her a limit with the right hand here to limit the pivot. This is going to be a more clear signal for her. But take a look. Here, I use mostly the left hand because it's to my right. When I go to the left, I use also this part of my hand to give her a limit on the back. Alright? Think about it. Every time that she's making an ocho backward, she's moving or rotating also the back. If you limit the back, you limit at the same time the pivot. Right? She cannot do the pivot if you set a limit on the back. Remember this, because this is going to be useful not only for this step, but for other steps too. Alright? And for those who are still here watching this video later, subscribe to this channel, it's for free. And also follow us on Instagram. You are going to find us on Instagram as UniversiTango. Also, our fan page on Facebook is UniversiTango. Our YouTube channel for people on Instagram, UniversiTango. You're going to find immediately some of our videos. You go there, you subscribe to the channel, and it's for free. All right? And I will give you here also in the chat for people who read the chat after the direct link to our UniversiTango page. UniversiTango.com is our direct opt-in page. You have the link there. And the Telegram channel is also important. Telegram channel is also there, the direct link. And those of you who want even more, you can get the 14-day free trial of our premium community at Tango Expert. There's the link also, tangoexpert.com. You're going to see inside of the page everything what you will get access to. It's amazing, and we increase the value of this platform every single week because we publish premium material every single week for all members. So let me see that Instagram is working right. Yes. Camila, say hello.
Hello.
Very good. So,
Now, yeah, 2 things for the women.
more things for the woman.
More things, yes.
Okay, very good.
It's very important for you to have tension. Yes.
Tension where?
In your back.
In your back.
If I am making this small ochos, don't forget
to apply the tension on your back.
Yes. Now, right side. I have right side tension.
The tension is in order to not turn more than you need, to limit also the pivot. Okay? How can you practice the tension on your back? Like, for example, doing this. This is a very good exercise. And show it also from this point of view, because we don't want this elbow going there, back here. So you will activate your muscles below the shoulder blades. You are going to activate this part, and this is the part that we need to be active. If we show this figure now with Ludmila's back to the camera, Ludmila's going to be doing this. So if you are able to do the ochos, also these ochos in this way, then you are using your back. Alright? Just a piece of advice for practice. Now.
And the thing is, I make just quarter pivot. Yes, by this ochos, I'm making just quarter.
Quarter pivot. This means like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So if you do like stepping there, then she pivots only until this point, and then she returns. And the same to the other side.
It's very small pivot.
It's a very small pivot. Right? Very, very small pivot. Hola, ¿qué tal de Brasil? James, un saludo. Hola. So, now, let's continue. The next part would be doing the same, but with ochos forward. And as we told you, there's one side that works easier than the other. When we do the ochos backward, the easy side is when I go to the right. This is like the easy side. The difficult side is when I go to the left, because I don't have the limit by pulling. I have to apply also a limit on the right hand and so on. So there are like more things you need to do in order to make it work. Now, an additional thing that I want to say that I saw from this video. This is for our dear Tanguera, or Tanguero. I think it's a Tanguera, but I am not sure anymore. That sent us this video. Guys, doing this is not dancing tango. Sorry, but it's like ridiculous. Okay, the fact that you see, let's say, professional dancers doing this, it doesn't mean that it's nice or that it looks good.
I think it's
guys, no.
The leader want to help. Yeah, to help.
He wants to help, like showing
the rhythm.
Showing the rhythm, showing like the double time into the one. But actually, the rhythm is something there. I don't need to let her know where's the rhythm, because she should be listening to music. If I want to increase the speed from simple beat to double timing, I increase the pressure. I don't need to move this hand. Right?
Yes, I need to say also my task is make ochos in rhythm. Yes, I don't expect leading For rhythm, yes.
Of course
It's like
not.
us.
If I am leading the Ochos, I don't need any kind of signal to be dancing to the beat. Let's say, for example, here, it's like obvious that Ochos are in this rhythm because of the music. If I want more, I will lead a double timing through increasing the pressure. I say that because of this video that I saw, the couple was doing like.
Yes, I'm thinking also the video want to help, yes. Don't help.
No,
Just,
it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Sometimes followers get accustomed to it, and it happened to me sometimes dancing with other women that they did it to me. I was trying to lead, and they were moving the hand. I don't know why, because actually transmitting the speed or the double timing is through increasing the pressure and not moving the hand everywhere. Okay, so when a woman is learning this movement, but I'm not sure if you're talking about this movement or about the Ochos, because I was talking about this movement. Now I am out of context. Is learning this movement, she often cannot transfer the Los Ochos. Okay, I will read the question in English, but I will answer in Spanish. When a woman is learning this movement, she often cannot transfer her body weight and ends up falling onto her heel. Difficult related to the lack of stability in her posture. You mean when she's learning the Ochos? Well, bueno, James is asking me to answer in Spanish, so I will answer first in Spanish and then resume it in English. Bueno, a ver, cuando recién está aprendiendo ese movimiento, yo creo que tiene que ver un poco con la experiencia del hombre en ese caso, porque si yo veo que la mujer tiene poca experiencia, que es, por ejemplo, principiante, yo lo que haría para marcar esa figura sería marcarlo un poco más amplio. Por ejemplo, Ludmila tiene experiencia, entonces lo que yo haría con Ludmila, yo lo puedo bailar así. Yo lo puedo bailar así porque Ludmila sabe bailar. Ahora, si la chica es principiante, yo haría, por ejemplo, algo como un poco más amplio. Porque de esa forma, sabes que va a ser menos probable que se caiga, ¿ya? Y que pierda el equilibrio. Ahora, la pregunta también, si hay alguna dificultad en la estabilidad que tenga que ver con la postura y el abdomen. Por supuesto, 100%. Si la chica está bailando así, no va a funcionar.
O mayormente yo diría que las mujeres bailan ochos así.
Sí, a veces están muy echadas para adelante también. Si la chica está echada así para adelante, sí puede funcionar, va a ser un poquito más difícil tal vez, pero puede funcionar también, ¿sí? Pero si tiene, por ejemplo, este problema que está muy echada hacia adelante, no va a funcionar. Yo no lo bailaría si la chica está haciendo esto, ¿sí? Tienes que ver también, antes de marcar esa repetición del 8, trata de marcar un boleo. Y fíjate en la velocidad de respuesta. Por ejemplo, aquí, yo marco un boleo y me fijo en la velocidad de respuesta de ella. Si tiene una respuesta rápida, entonces probablemente va a funcionar. Si tiene una respuesta lenta, no lo haría.
Pero depende cómo marcas el boleo, ¿eh?
Bueno, depende. Si el boleo está marcado así, no hay solución, ¿no? Pero fíjate en la respuesta de ella, ¿sí? Fíjate también en su postura. Y como digo, hacer esa interrupción del 8, hazla primero un poco más amplia, acá y acá, y no tan chiquita, ¿sí? Cuando es muy chiquita, puede ser que ella se confunda. So, the question here was for other people, in English. Well, I already read the question. The thing is that that when the woman is un placer, espero haber contestado a la respuesta de forma correcta. That when the woman is learning this movement, she often cannot transfer her body weight, and she ends up falling onto her heels, right? So I told him because James asked also if there is something with the belly, let's say the tension in the belly, if she's, for example, like this, or she has not enough tension, of course, we try to have this tension in order to have a fast reaction. Now, if the woman is not activating this, it's going to be tricky. Also, the posture. Probably this posture is going to work better than this posture. But this posture is like no go, right? If I see that the woman doesn't have enough experience, she's a beginner, I would not try to lead this figure because she needs a fast reaction. Everything what you lead depends not only on your leading, on the technique, it depends also on the code in the language you're using for dancing. Because if the other side has enough experience, it's going to understand. Otherwise, it's not going to understand. And I told James that I would try to think first. Try to lead a bolero, please, not a kind of tango nuevo bolero, not this kind of movement here because you are not going to identify the reaction. Try to lead a fast bolero, like a more classic bolero. If the reaction is fast, then probably she's going to react to the same. If the reaction is slow, probably she's not going to react. Now, if you even want to try it, and you think it could work, then at the beginning, you could try to lead this wider, which means, for example, with Ludmila, I do this because I know that Ludmila can dance. But if I wouldn't know, I would probably like lead it wider so that she understands that the movement continues. The problem when it doesn't work, it's because in many cases because it's too small space and the woman doesn't know if she has to change or not. But if you're moving, she has to change the weight. She has to transfer the weight. There's no other option because she feels that you're moving. So wider movements are going to give you a much more real, let's say, image, yeah, of her dance, and it's going to make it clear if she potentially can follow it or not. Right? So now, let's move on to the forward watches. And here, remember that we have again the issue that we have one watch that is easier and one watch that is more difficult. Why exactly, as I told you before? It's like kind of very long to explain. But if we resume, the result is that the ocho that the woman makes coming into the open side of the embrace is the difficult one, and the other ocho she is coming into the closed side of the embrace is the easy one, right? If you know this, cutting or repeating these small ochos is going to be difficult or easy exactly on the same side. Let's say if we have these forward ochos, the easy repetition is going to be here, right? And the difficult repetition is going to be here. We were trying this with the Mila before, and the principles, guys, work exactly the same. When I am leading, let's say the ochos to my left here, I do exactly the same. I increase the pressure, I lift a little bit, I set the limit. Okay, where do I set the limit when I lead it to my left? Of course, on the front. Why? Because she is turning in this direction. So here is where I set the limit. And I lift and increase the pressure, and I move from A to B so that she identifies there's movement. If I stay here, probably she's not going to transfer the weight. I have to move step, change, step, right? And I set the limit here. But doing it to my right side is going to be much more tricky. We were trying it with Ludmila before, because we did this lesson already once, like I think probably 1.5 years ago or 2 years ago inside of Tango Expert, because we did a musicality training of Poema by Canaro, where we used these Ochos and we did this lesson for Tango Expert like 2 years ago. It's inside of the platform. So the thing is that on this side, we were trying it and it's kind of tricky. Ludmila is almost not able to do that the way I let it now. Right? So this is for you to see that it doesn't work the same. This is very easy, but this side then is not comfortable, and Ludmila doesn't really come to make a step forward. And this is because of my lack of understanding. Since this side is much more difficult for her because it's unnatural, she's trying to go in on a side that is pushing out all the time. So it's not natural for her. What should I do in order to make it even more comfortable? I have to rotate more in the moment of stopping the step, not before. So I let her go here, and then I open. Okay? Now, why? Because when she goes into the step, I can stop here, and this is very good for stopping. I also push here. I am stopping by pushing and holding with the right hand. But the thing is that now I want her to go there, and if I am pushing here, going there is not going to be possible for her. So what do I do? Exactly in this moment, I release and I rotate a little bit more than I rotated at the beginning. And this increases the freedom for her to go forward in this direction. But I don't do it at the beginning. I do it the last moment when I want her to go after the stop. Take a look. 1, 2, 3. And if you see, in this moment, you will probably see that I opened a little bit here. Please now, don't confound this opening action with the arm. It's not about the arm. I will show you now an example where you are going to understand it immediately. It's not about the arm. For example, okay, what is it about the arm? Now, I had to fall forward because I have got to go more. Now, even if I open only the arm here, okay, she's going to have probably stability problems. Okay? She feels very unstable because these things work better if you use this opening action from your back and not from the arm. In order to have results from the arm, you should open like this. In order to have results from your back, you have to open like this. It's a very big difference, guys. Let's say what you rotate from the back, like this, has the same results like opening with the arm like this. You decide how you want that. But really, opening like this with the arm, well, you're going to get the result, but it's not really comfortable. It's too much movement for too little result. But if you reduce the movement of the arm and you pull more from your back, it's going to work much better. That's it. So what I do here is I support this leading with the rotation of my back. Take a look. 1, 2, 3. So it's the back, and of course the hand moves too, but like this, not like this. Okay.
Okay. Very important is for the follower to have tension. If I am turning to the left, no, this is the left side.
Yes.
Left side, yes. To have here tension.
The right side.
This is very, very difficult for the women's.
It's difficult, but it's important to develop this. Okay.
It's not comfortable. Yes, not.
But it's important to say also that nowadays, like say tension, it's like oh no, tension. We don't use tension dancing tango. We do use tension dancing tango. We need tension to have a good posture. We need tension in order to be able to relax. Because if we're relaxed all the time, how are we going to be able to show her contrasts? How is she going to be able to identify the contrast? The leading is clear when she identifies a contrast. Tension, relax. Tension, relax.
Also, yes, for the women, it's not.
People on Instagram don't see
It's
you.
not. Yes, I think. The same. Relax dance. If I'm relaxing all the time, I need to think also what I make with my dance. If I am relaxing, yes. If I don't have tension, what I make. If I have no tension, I am pushing.
Exactly. So she applies the tension on the back in order to be better rotated. Because if she pushes, then I have to do this movement. But if she uses the tension on the back, then we are more in the middle. This tension on the back is going to release when we make the ocho. So as I tell you, it's not about being tense all the time. It's about applying tension in order to be able to relax after. And this is how you create movement all the time in tango.
Moment.
Right?
The right moment, yes. Tension and release. Yes.
Leaning on the lack of stability in posture. No, it's right. So they end up leaning on the man due to lack of stability in posture, says James. Yes, it's right. So I see that too. It's because one of the things that I think that happens is that there's like very well known everywhere that we have to look for contact with the chest, and people think that the contact is a real contact with the chest, with this here. Can you imagine Ludmila and me having contact with the chest?
Making Ochos of, for example, making Ochos is not
Really?
difficult. I need to join here, and I have, if I make Ochos, I have contact here, in this side, not there.
But our main point of contact, what we use is here. This is the main point of contact that we try to look for all the time. Here. And there with us, we don't try to look for contact with the chest.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it for moments, but if you imagine dancing for hours and longer like this, you're going to have like pain in your back. And it's not healthy. It doesn't help you to dance more. It doesn't help you to dance better. It doesn't give you more possibilities or options to dance. Actually, there's nothing wrong in being straight. In being upright. What is the problem with it?
Also, I think the people are confused what is close embrace and open. Yes, we make, for example, if we coming. Bon, we have close.
If we are walking, Ludmila wants to say walking. Okay.
Yes.
If we're walking, we have a more close embrace.
Yes.
For example, then we have a more close embrace. But if we want to do a hero, then we have to open. We can make close embrace. So
also the arches I'm separating a little bit. Yes. Yeah.
To be able to do the pivot. Okay, so try to be kind of skeptical of with all these things that people say about this kind of romantic way of understanding tango technique. Let's say tango is a very romantic thing, but trying to understand the technique as a romantic thing I think is the wrong approach. Right? So first you need to be in a healthy posture. If your posture is a kind of unhealthy posture from the beginning, it's not possible to to expect anything good from your dance. Okay, so this is for everyone. This is for everyone. I'm not saying, James, that you're doing this. This just came because of your comment. But try to be healthy in your posture. Okay, this is the posture we use. Sometimes, for example, when I do a salida, I do go to the side, opening the angle, and many times I do this. And there we have an appeal. Of course we do, and it looks good. And then I use the half foot length to create even more appeal. And then we do, I don't know, this kind of movement, for example. But then we are upright again. So you can use all of these elements from time to time to create moments, to create effects. For example, if you're dancing milonga, sometimes it's also fun. If you're dancing milonga, why not to have this kind of posture like we showed you before, but from time to time, like not all the time like this, okay? All right. Carlo Gravile, many natural postures. When we walk better. If we're well, yes, I think exactly the same, Carlo. I think it works better. There are different opinions. There are some teachers that, for example, they say walking works only like this, okay, and they teach this kind of movement. I think this walking works too, but it's more like for performances on the stage where you want to show really big steps, so that the very last far people on the seating spots back there can see you. Okay, might be, but dancing like this at milongas is not realistic. So there's not much space for doing that. We prefer to be upright as a basic technique for our dance, and then we create variations, leaning on each other, being upright again, doing kind of really apile, sometimes opening a little bit the embrace for doing things like, for example, giros. If you want to do giros in salon, it's not possible to do it like this, like in milonguero embrace. It's not possible. You need the centripetal force and this kind of stuff. Okay, so be skeptical with all these things that you listen about the way of dancing tango, and this is the only and true way of dancing tango. Be skeptical and try to analyze it also in a logical way. Think about it. A healthy posture. What is a healthy posture? This is not a healthy posture. Sorry, but it's not. What says Robert? Right. I feel like I am too straight. It's from my profile. It looks like yes, it might be. Yeah, so I could do for myself. But yes. Well, so here, this was an interesting question. Well, I have to say we're ready with the topic now, but now it's interesting to read the comments and to comment these things because it might be interesting also for other people. And for me, being upright is being upright. You can't be more upright than completely upright. It's not possible. It's like to when you have 100%, it's try to give more than 100%, then you're surpassing the limit. So, for example, I remember that many years ago, I was trying to be completely upright, and I was dancing, I think, like this, because I really want to be upright, because probably you're not going to see that, but my back is not completely upright. So I really have problems with my back. My back is like this, it's really awful, because I played piano many years, and it was for me very difficult after so many hours to be upright. So I started doing this, and I had really this kind of posture for many years. And because of tango, thanks to tango, I learned to be upright, but my back is horrible, it's awful, right? So what do I try to do? I try to be really upright and to exaggerate movement, and I was doing like this, pulling the shoulder blades and shoulders back, and my head went up, to the front, and I was dancing like this for, I don't know, a couple of months probably, and then
Yes.
probably years, I don't know, but trying many things. But then someone,
Okay.
probably months, I don't know, because I was changing many things all the time. I'm here because people on Instagram don't see you.
Okay.
And then someone told me that a very good dancer, probably you're going to find him, is um, a Chilean dancer, and his name is Patrick. I'm not sure if it's Patrick Arellano was the last name. Very good dancer. So he told me also what I was doing and how I was looking like. And he told me very interesting things like, for example, shoulders down, closing the ribs, the head back, but lifting a little bit here, and so many things that helped me to be upright. And then I understood that being upright is not doing this, it's just having the right tensions and postures of every part of your body, and that's it. You can't be more upright than upright. That's it. So it's like trying to identify the limits if you're upright or if you're doing, for example, this. Like in ballroom dances, people they go back. Okay, so this would be for me more than upright, and you identify it immediately when people that dance ballroom, they come to your lesson and they have this posture immediately. Then you see this is ballroom. So in tango we try to be upright like this. And for me, more than this makes no sense. This is upright, not more than this. So try to identify the limits. It's like, for example, the speeds in tango. Now I'm talking about many things, but speeds in tango. Sometimes you see couples dancing, especially dancing tango vals, so quick, so fast. But it's so fast, and people they love it, and they are really surprised because of the speed. But actually, when I see that, I I don't identify where they are stepping because it's completely out of beat, completely out of beat. But it's so fast that you can't really identify it, and it's everything that at some point is more than logical is just too fast, and it's incredible and amazing. And people are really surprised, and they love it. But they are actually these dancers are dancing out of music, so it's more than double timing is the next double speed. But there are people surpassing this double speed and dancing so fast that they're not even hitting one beat. So it's like more than too fast is just too much. It makes no sense. More than upright, it makes no sense. So try to identify the limit and try to, I don't know, Robert, how tall you are. Try to, for me, for example, I try to find this point of Ludmila. This is the point that I try to find, and this is for me the perfect contact. If I feel the belly, okay, then I know I'm not really completely upright. I try to tense more to have a better posture. And Ludmila is the same, of course.
Yes, very important for you, for all people dancing is your shoulder, back and down. Yes, this is very important point. Back, down.
No.
No more. This
And,
is everything. Yes.
and another thing, 167. Okay, so you're like me. I'm like 167 too. Right?
Yes.
67?
Yeah, maybe yeah.
Yes? So probably it's like the same. So a bit less. Oh, okay. So it's like the probably the same
Or
with Ludmila. So it's going to be exactly the perfect point. And now, guys, the ones who are here, and this is for you because the most people who are going to watch this video, they are not going to watch this video until the end. So this information is for you. You can prove your posture, but choose a moment in the dance when you do that. And this is going to help you immediately. Okay, I know that not many people are going to listen that because it's at the end of the live streaming. But for example, you can choose a step. For example, the side step to the left, the side step to the right, which would be the basic step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's take these 2 steps. Every time that you are dancing, you are going to arrive to this step somewhere. Let's say, for example, 3, 4, 5, side step. This is a perfect moment where you can check if you are upright or not. Okay, you were too much, for example, you will see you're too far from air, okay, you repair it. And here you continue. Then you go to the side. What happened? Oh, we are too, what happened? Probably I was not upright. So you have two, but only two steps, because otherwise you are going to disturb the the fluent dance. And we want you to keep dancing fluent. You have only two steps. The step to the side and to the left, and the step to the side to the right. And every time you do this step, prove your posture. Are you in the right posture or not? Oh, probably. Okay, this was the posture. And you decide that you were like this. Okay, I will prove the posture again. So you have 2 points where you're going to be proving it constantly, and you see thus if while you were dancing you had a good posture or not. If you come to the point where you do the side step to the left or to the right and there's nothing to repair, then you're doing good. And so you can see how is your development in tango and what you have to work more on. All right? Okay, James, thank you very much for being here. And this is the last thing we we say today, because it's almost 1 hour again of live streaming, guys. It makes so much fun with you. So we really like it. Thank you very much for being here again. I think we talked about everything what we had to talk about, the main topic today. And I hope you got useful information also to keep improving your dance, right? No, Robert, no, don't worry, because we were already done with the main topic. So after this, the rest is just a bonus. If we're ready with the topic, then we can also talk about other things if you have questions. So thank you also for writing your questions there, and thank you, James, too, for writing your questions, and thank you, Carlo, also for your comment before, and Robert. So thank you very much, guys. We are going to be live streaming again at the end of the week. We're going to let you know all through our email list at UniversiTango.com and also through the Instagram list. Okay, so see you then. Have a nice week and see you at the end of the week again. Bye bye.
Bye bye.